How did the technology evolve to what it is today? Has this question ever crossed your mind? Because if yes, well, you're in luck, because I'm about to take you to a blast in the past. Because The Mandalorian, Back to the Future, anyways, you know what it is. We're gonna start off with a smartphone. We have access to a wide range of applications that can significantly ease our everyday lives. This being able to send messages, emails, and make calls. You can also have access to the entire range of computer features. The idea of a smartphone came from the legendary scientist and inventor Nikola Tesla. In his interview for a magazine in 1926, he described a piece of technology that would revolutionize the lives of its users. While Tesla might not have chosen to call the technology he described as a smartphone, his foresight was spot on. Next up, we're gonna introduce you to the internet. The internet has no boundaries nowadays. We largely rely on the internet to feed off new knowledge. It is utilized in a variety of ways in education and as well in generally, learning, life understanding. The internet was inspired by a research program called APRINET, which stands for Advanced Research Project Agency Network, which was made in the late 1960s. They used a packet switching to allow multiple computers to communicate on a single network. Next up is digital media. Media's impact has been worthy to take note of. It has not only provided a new dimension to our lifestyle, but also led to the development of communication skills and worldwide accessibility. The digital media was inspired by an essay called As We May Think in 1945. It is the work of the scientist and engineer Vannevar Bush. Though the essay predated digital computers by several years, the essay anticipated the potential social and intellectual benefits and provided the conceptual framework for the digital media. How did the developments in science and technology shape human history? Now this is a good one. This is a really good question. Human history is increasingly affected by advances in science and technology. As individuals build on what they have started and create in more intelligent ways, it allowed us to disseminate ideas much more quickly across the country and ultimately globally. The essence of how science and technology contributes to society is the creation of new knowledge and then utilization of that knowledge to boost the prosperity of human lives and to solve the various issues facing society. Here we have 5 inventions from the past civilizations that are still used these days. First up is plow. During the Sumerian civilization, the plow was invented to dig earth in a faster pace and made planting much easier. These advances helped the Sumerians produce a large surplus of food. Today, the plow is still being used by farmers, but instead of an animal that is pulling the plow, they replaced it with tractors. Next one is the wheel. During the Sumerian civilization, the wheel was invented by inserting rotating axles into solid discs of wood. The wheels were not used for transportation, but rather for farm work and food processes. Today, the wheel is used for heavy objects to be moved easily in facilitating movement or transportation while supporting a load, or performing labor in machines. Paper. During the Egyptian civilization, the ancient Egyptians used the stem of the papyrus plant to make paper. They were able to process the plant in order to produce thin sheets on which one could write down things. Today, it is a versatile material which many uses, including printing, packaging, decorating, writing, and even currency. And finally, we have the ink. During the Egyptian civilization, the ancient Egyptians invented ink by burning organic materials such as wood or oil and then pulverizing the material before mixing it with water. Today, ink is used for writing or drawing by a pen, brush, or quill, for marking a text, design, image, or colored surface. Finally, we have the alarm clock. During the Greek civilization, the first alarm clock was created by Ctesippus. He is a Hellenistic engineer and inventor. He developed an elaborate system of dropping a water or pebbles onto a gong in order to make a sound. Today, it is used to awaken people from their sleep in order to start their days in the mornings, but they are sometimes used for other reminders as well. Why is there a need for inventions? The advancement of both technology and humanity depends on inventions. Numerous modern tools and technologies make our life easier. New tools, devices, procedures, and medications, among other inventions, have greatly benefited society. New methods to construct, move, communicate, heal, study, and play are made possible. Policymakers can better understand and appreciate the advantages of supporting the development of inventions and resolving injustices that impede the development of female and minority inventors by having a firm understanding of the value of invention. That is all, guys. I hope you learned so much about today. I hope to see you on the next one.